Drinking beverages is a daily routine for many individuals around the world. Some people consume them as frequently as 5 times a day. Surprisingly, coffee has effects on our body that go beyond the usual assumption of it being a stimulant. Although most people associate coffee with the need to use the restroom, this is not the case for everyone. Coffee impacts our gastrointestinal system differently, and some individuals may experience constipation rather than diarrhea. We often blame caffeine for this effect, but research shows that decaf coffee can also cause similar symptoms. This leads us to believe that the secretion of a hormone may be responsible. Blaming caffeine for causing diarrhea might not be accurate, since research has shown that decaf coffee can have similar effects. The secretion of gastric hormone, which promotes digestion, could be the cause of either of these situations. While coffee can improve daytime sleepiness, it can also have unintended consequences. Adenosine, which binds to receptors and induces sleep, increases throughout the day, leading to more sleepiness. Caffeine blocks these receptors, making it harder to fall asleep and causing the opposite effect. Additionally, caffeine can disrupt the body's internal clock through its effects on melatonin, leading to a jet lag feeling. Without the fun of travel, coffee can be a great way to start your day, but be mindful of how much caffeine you're consuming. While caffeine can help you stay alert, too much of it can make you feel jittery or anxious. It activates the sympathetic nervous system, which can trigger the fight or flight response in your body. Studies have shown that consuming too much caffeine can increase your baseline anxiety and even raise your risk for panic attacks. If you're looking to add some flavor to your coffee, consider adding cream or sugar, but be mindful of the added calories. And if you're sensitive to caffeine, try switching to decaf instead. Black coffee can be a great aid in weight loss efforts, as it is nearly calorie-free and can boost your metabolic rate. The caffeine in coffee stimulates the production of adrenaline while decreasing the level of ghrelin, which makes you feel hungry. Even decaf coffee can provide benefits, as it increases the hormone peptide, making you feel full. Intermittent fasting fans need not worry, as research has shown that black coffee does not break your fast and can keep most of the benefits intact. So go ahead and enjoy a cup of black coffee to give you cheat code vibes in your weight loss journey. Drinking coffee can lead to a temporary decrease in circulation to your hands, making them feel cold and look pale. This happens because coffee stimulates small glands called adrenals on top of your kidneys, which secrete adrenaline and cortisol, the stress hormone. Adrenaline constricts blood vessels, including the ones farthest away from the midline of your body, like in your fingertips and toes, causing them to tighten and decrease circulation. Caffeine is a highly researched performance-enhancing drug that has been shown to provide significant benefits when used in moderation. It can improve focus, endurance, strength, and speed when taken in low to moderate doses 60 to 90 minutes before workouts and competitions. The NCAA has even set a caffeine limit for its athletes to prevent overuse. Athletes are restricted to consuming roughly 500 milligrams of caffeine, which is equivalent to several cups of coffee, to ensure that they do not exceed the recommended limit. While it's widely known that coffee can temporarily increase heart rate and blood pressure due to the release of epinephrine and adrenaline, it's interesting to note that decaf coffee can also have this effect. It's possible that another ingredient in coffee is responsible. It's worth mentioning that long-term coffee consumption doesn't seem to lead to hypertension, as regular coffee drinkers may build up a protective tolerance. However, I have treated patients who have achieved better blood pressure control by eliminating caffeine from their diets. Eliminating coffee from your daily routine can result in withdrawal symptoms as early as 12 to 24 hours. The reason behind caffeine withdrawal headaches is that the blood vessels in the brain, which usually remain tight and constricted due to caffeine, start to expand and cause discomfort. It is ironic that caffeine is present in some popular over-the-counter drugs like Excedrin. Cutting back on coffee can be difficult for migraine sufferers who rely on caffeine to manage their condition. The question of whether coffee is dehydrating or not has been a topic of debate on online forums. While some argue that it isn't, the truth is that coffee is a mild diuretic which causes you to excrete more fluids. However, if you're drinking a full cup of coffee, the fluids in it can replace those that you lose. On the other hand, if you're consuming small amounts of coffee with a high concentration of caffeine, like espresso shots, then you're not replacing the lost fluids, and may experience some dehydration. Nonetheless, this is usually not a significant problem unless you're consuming excessive amounts of coffee. Coffee can worsen acid reflux by stimulating gastrin release, which increases gastric acid secretion due to the activation of bitter taste receptors in your mouth. Drinking electrolytes, reduced water, and alkaline water to reduce acid secretion is not supported by evidence. Coffee intake can have a significant impact on the absorption, metabolism, and excretion of medications in 3 ways. Firstly, it can affect the absorption of common over-the-counter meds like ketoprofen and paracetamol. Secondly, it can disrupt the metabolism of medications through enzymes, increasing their potency and potential toxicity. Thirdly, it can disrupt the excretion of minerals and water-soluble vitamins. It's important to be mindful of these interactions when taking medications and drinking coffee. As for holding your pee, there are some truths to consider. However, let's focus on the topic at hand.